My grandparents were some of the first members here at Temple Israel. So my mom grew up in this community and had her bat mitzvah here, and my parents actually were married here. And I'm excited to say that I grew up in this community and I'm now planning my wedding here this summer.
Temple Israel is my home, and it's been my home for 26 years. My children have grown up here. I am here quite a bit of time, and it's just a very special, warm community.
It's the place where I come for happy occasions, for comfort, for information, for support, for friends. It's a core place in my life.
When I think of Temple Israel, I think about community, a place where you can go, where you'll know people. It may sound a little corny, but it's kind of like Cheers. You know, you walk in, everybody knows your name. You can feel comfortable. It's a safe place, but it's also a place where you can go to explore what you don't know.
Temple Israel for me is a place where I can expand my idea of what it means to be an engaged Jew and to be an engaged student of Judaism. It's where I'm inspired by neighbors within my community to create and to recreate my own relationship with Judaism.
A ton of volunteer things. It just feels like there's just a lot of kind of Hamish family stuff going on here.
We come pretty much every Shabbat. Shabbat's an important time to us as a family, and coming here is a lot of that. And the Shabbat services, the Kiddush, the hanging out with people, finding our friends, davening together, that's all part of what makes Temple Israel special for us.
So my family has been a member of Temple Israel for my entire life. I had my naming ceremony and my bat mitzvah there, which are two very important Jewish milestones. Temple Israel has always been a place where I have felt welcomed and a part of a strong community.
Friends at school changed, but friends at Hebrew school and USY things don't.
At Temple Israel, there are people who would do almost anything for you. You know, when I talk to family, when I talk to friends about what it's like being here, we talk about how people really will go out of their way for one another.
We really are a family. When someone needs something, there is a list of people who volunteer to help shovel out someone's driveway, make them dinner, inviting people over for Shabbos dinner, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, break fast, what have you. There's always people opening their homes and their hearts.
It so moved me when I was only 6 months new here at the shul and was approached by so many people after my mom's death in asking how they could help me and my family. And the shul provided a great deal of comfort and support for me.
I'm Stephen Dress, Temple Israel's Chazan. And I look forward to saying Baruch haba, welcome to our new leader, our new rabbi, who will be called upon to lead this beautiful community, wonderful community of mention and the finest people.
I'm Rabbi Leslie Gordon, the senior interim rabbi of Temple Israel in Sharon, a position I'm happy and very honored to hold. I think the new rabbi should know there's an enormous amount of energy in Temple Israel. There are different sort of chavurot and different groups and different sub-communities, all very eager to have their vision realized, and the challenge and the privilege and the excitement will be bringing all of those visions together and harnessing all that energy going forward.
I think Temple Israel probably has one of the deepest benches you're going to find anywhere in terms of layers and layers of gifted lay leaders, educated members of the congregation who help lead prayer, who run programs and so on. You know, we have had the top Brotherhood program in the country. We've had the top USY program pretty much in the country. We've had the top Kazakh program pretty much in the country, which really speaks to just how involved people are.
Kazakh is about 10 years old, and today our group has about 200 members. We have programs year-round, and we have an attendance of anywhere from 75 to 150 people.
so many congregants, and not just the odd one, but many, can lead service, give a Devar Torah, read Haftorah. They're comfortable in the synagogue, they're very well educated, and we're fortunate that they're willing to share with us.
I also deeply value the trust that our community has in me as well as in others to occasionally lead prayer, to lane, and to share words of Torah.
It's an egalitarian davening community. We love the Mishpacha Minyan once a month on Fridays. We actually feel really sad when we have to miss it. And we hope that the new rabbi will help to create other opportunities for davening that are like the Mishpacha Minyan. We really hope that the person who comes is warm and welcoming and helps us continue to build this strong community.
One of the things that's very, very telling is, we went through a really difficult time this year. It was a rabbi left abruptly, and it was, somebody who we love very much and cared about. And there are very few congregations, I think, that could get through a difficult time like that as well as this congregation.
I would want any rabbi who's considering coming to Temple Israel to know that this is a place of tremendous opportunity. Together with a new rabbi, I really believe that we can hit new heights in a whole range of areas. And I really believe that we have the opportunity to become a national model for conservative suburban congregations.
We have so many wonderful learning programs. We have educational programs. We have Lunch and Learn. We have Talmud, Maya, Post-Maya. I also had the wonderful opportunity of being bat mitzvah in the synagogue several years ago.
At Temple Israel Religious School, we pride ourselves on helping students and their families to develop a strong sense of belonging to kehilla, a relationship with hamakom, literally meaning this place, but also meaning God, and tefillah, prayer, a love for Talmud Torah, lifelong learning, and tikkun olam, and a connection to Am Yisrael and Hatikvah.
Hertz Nursery School was started in 1985 by a group of parents who wanted to see their children experience a preschool education, Jewish preschool education, in their synagogue. We have grown over the years. We have a wonderful integrated program of Judaic and secular curriculum, and we enjoy our nature play environment, our outdoor playground, and giving them that gateway to Jewish life. So we're very committed to our young families, and this is really their first home in synagogue life.
Temple Israel has a great community. Not only do we have a lot of involved parents, we have great youth advisors, and we have a number of great UX buyers who love to lead.
Number one, we're passionate about our Judaism. This is a place where people are educated, where they care, and they're dedicated to the community. Number two, the brotherhood, okay? Anybody coming here has to understand that we have one of the finest brotherhoods in the nation. We've won the award as the best of the best. We are the only club in the world to this point to fill all the criteria for what's called the Quality Club Award, and we got a special award for that. The nickname of our club is the Mitzvah Man, and it's because we really try to live mitzvah.
One thing I always look forward to is the Brotherhood Shabbat, best kiddush around.
I'm always struck by how many smart, talented, interesting, sort of worldly people are in the congregation that I think is really important for a new rabbi to appreciate.
There's always people that are, if you want to do something, you can do it.
I think that anybody that comes here can find a niche for themselves without looking very, very hard.
My favorite time at Temple Israel. That's a tough one. There are so many.
The holidays here are great, so Simchat Torah is a ball. A lot of people love to come to that, not only for the service and you have some fun, but a great luncheon.
I've been involved in the Purim Spiel for the last 12 years. It shows that we can have as much fun on a simple holiday as we can on a big bar mitzvah or a wedding. And the people do it for everybody else, and it goes to show how much people want everybody to be involved.
We participated in the Purim Spiel for the first time, and that was just amazing. I mean, to be able to it's scary to get up in front of a bunch of people and sing, but when the people are your friends in your community, and with all three of us involved, it was a lot of fun, and it's just another one of those things you can do as a family or do with your friends. So.
And then Shavuot too, Tikkun Leil Shavuot is always really special. We're up all night together, and there's so many people who contribute to that it's it feels like a mini university.
I think it really shows how dedicated to the state of Israel and Judaism, and how strongly we feel about a Jewish future.
People really are invested in the shul. And that's the case whether people are here weekly or many times a week, or whether they're here just a few times a year. People care about what happens within the shul. I'll tell you, as an officer, I hear that a lot from people of all different relationships with the shul.
Also, Sharon as a whole, I can't imagine having raised my children anyplace else or living anywhere else. Our proximity to Boston and the lovely natural resources that we take advantage of here, we just love it.
The Sharon community is a multi-ethnic, multicultural, interfaith community, and we are unusually open and receptive to all that goes on here.
When I come on a Shabbat morning, I'm genuinely happy to see the people who were there, and they make me feel as if they're happy to see me too.
I've been here basically my entire life. My parents were married here. I've been coming to services on holidays and on Shabbat. It's a really nice atmosphere. It's really warm and really inviting. I just moved to this temple, and I was so impressed that everyone was so welcoming.
Temple Israel is a great place. Best place on earth.